Good evening, everyone. I am making some little Christmas trees out of some wine corks. Look like this. Isn't that adorable? I was going to show you how. All you'll need are some wine corks. It takes 11 to make a little tree, and some embellishments. I am using buttons and jewelry. I'm finding that posts work really well. If you're using buttons, you're going to want to have a pair of wire cutters so you can snip off the little back on the button. And unless you have a cork that has a nice slit in it, or you want to get a knife and make a slit in it, and then you can pop the end of the button in it. But you know, they have these little pieces on the back that you're going to want to take off. So let's get started. You'll need a glue gun, some embellishments, Christmassy things, and your corks. I did paint some of the corks with a little green paint. I know the lighting in here is not fabulous. And I have put together a few so I could see how it worked. I saw this, of course, on Pinterest, and it looked really fascinating. So I'm just going to put a little bead of hot glue, press them together. It's a good idea to get corks that are similar in size. I did put together one. I'll show you here. It's this one. And this one in the middle here is longer than the others. So if someone's looking at it from the back, they're going to notice that. But from the front, you don't notice. And for the bottom, I'm cutting a cork in half and putting it on like that so that it will stand up. All right, so I've got these first two glued together. You can see how you got all your stringies. You can pull those off later. And then, so I'm just using this on its stand. You can't see it there, but it's my hot glue gun on its stand. You just press them together. And make sure they're even. And we'll press. This is a cute little gift, or if you do any craft shows, you can make them to sell. Actually, I put the top one on before I was ready. Your bottom row will be 4 across, the next one 3, and then the top, let's see, then 2 and then 1. So I'm just putting on a bead of hot glue, pressing these together, letting them sit up just a little bit. I had already set these out. Now when you're getting ready to do the second row, what I'm finding is helpful is if you put a bead along the first one and along the bottom one, as opposed to just one bead. I'm using 2, like that, and then pressing this right in there, giving it a good little press so that you get a good adhesion going. Thought I would wear a Santa shirt for this to get you guys in the mood for Christmas, although online I see a lot of people already decorating for Christmas and they have their tree up. Are you one of those that puts their tree up really early? I usually wait until the first week of December. So here in this case, where I've got a little hole, I'm going to put hot glue in 3 areas. So this has a good place to sit. Press it down. Make sure it's kind of even. So far we have row 1 with 4 corks and row 2 with 3. All our hot glue string getting everywhere. Luckily it cleans up easily. The thing with hot glue is that you want to be careful not to burn yourself. So in this case I'm going to put hot glue here and hot glue here. What I like to do also is try to make sure that the cork is not busted up too bad, like this one here. It's all broken. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might hot glue that down and hold it if I need it. But right now I'm not using it. This is another section where I'm going to put 3 lines of hot glue. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Another thing I'm doing is giving a little variety of color. See, kind of some brown and some green and some wine color. So I have rows 1, 2, and 3 done, and all I need is the top one. And let's see, which one do I want to use for the top? I want to use that color. For the top, since I've been putting on a little topper on the top, like a little snowflake looking thing, doesn't matter if your top one is a little bit beat up. So I really don't want to use a beautiful one for that. Let's see, what do I have here? This one might work. Oh, sorry, I already had one on there. See, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here. So I'm going to put some hot glue in there. Seat it. Ow. Right after I told you, be careful you don't burn yourself. I burned myself. First time tonight though, so that's pretty good. Alright, so now that we have our little tree together, and I have 2 little pieces cut, one cut in half for the stand, it's time to embellish. So what do we want to put on the top? All sorts of beautiful things here. I think I'm going to start out with this. Pretty. That was a necklace, and I just snipped off what was holding it to the chain, and then I'm going to use it here. Move the hot glue. Shouldn't need too much for this one. Set that there, center it. And then let's decide on what we want to put on the rest of it. See, there you go. Isn't that pretty? So what do I want to use? I think I want to use button. Button right there. That way so you can see it. Maybe a piece of jewelry. Oops. I have this little ornament here. It was a necklace. Put that on right there. That'll be cute. Alright, well, that's not effective. a little star, little glitter star right here. That's how we're looking. Cute, huh? I think we're about done with this one. In this case, I've got this cute little bow. Cute little bow that I got at the dollar store. I'm going to snip off the bottom here and glue it right down here toward the bottom. There, isn't that adorable? Super cute. Okay, so now we just need to put on these little feet and we're done. Now you can buy wine corks in bulk on Amazon. I'm sure there are other locations, but I haven't checked. You do Amazon. If you're not a wine drinker or you haven't been saving your corks or you love this project so much that you make so many you run out of your corks, or you're not running to the store and buying a bunch of wine just to make these adorable little trees. Now, what I'm having trouble with is this little guy from the top. He doesn't want to stay on with the hot glue. So I'm going to have to figure out another way to put that on or choose a different embellishment for the top. Let me see. I'm sure I have something here that will work. There we go. See, it stands there. It's pretty solid. Even though it looks like I have them on there crooked, I think it's still going to stand okay. All right, let's find something different for the top since that keeps falling off. Could use a button. Oh, this button's cute. Could use a bell. Cute. That kind of needs hammered down. What I need to do with this is also snip off the little piece there because it's sticking up a little too much to hot glue on. So let's just take that off. Take off our hot glue that did not work for that other piece. There we go. And put this little bell on. Just a little dollop of glue there in the center. I just bought this stand at Habitat the other day because I didn't have a stand for my hot glue gun. And it is working out very well. Super happy with it. Okay, so a new design. So there we go. There's your little tree. Like I said, you can decorate it up with just about anything you want. So happy crafting. I have a couple other little Christmas decor gifts. Isn't that adorable? There's two. I think I showed you this one already, but there you go. I'll add some pictures in here too so you can see how they look. You can feel free to paint up your corks if you want to. I think I'll leave mine like they are. And we'll see you soon. Bye.